Welcome back to Resume the Podcast. I'm Kayana and I'm here with Satrio and a very special guest. So I'm here with Angel today. Angel, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Angel. I went to Babson College in 2023 and I studied technology, entrepreneurship, and design.
Okay, so without further ado, let us resume the podcast.
So moving on to the question segment. So a lot of our viewers are high school students and so are we. And we are wondering what the biggest difference is, like going from high school to college.
So the biggest difference is freedom because there's no one there to tell you what to do. Honestly, you can do whatever you want. You can miss class, hopefully not miss class. Uni is not as hard as high school. And I think everyone, at least all of my friends there, said the same thing. But my college was business related. I think if you took like a harder major, then maybe it wouldn't be the case. But for us, it was that, yeah.
That is kind of surprising that college is easier than high school. Do you think a part of it is because you took business?
Yes. If I were to redo uni, I would probably try another major, honestly.
What major?
Something like I like coding, but okay, there's like different types of coding. I did the easy one. We made a website. There was a class that you made your own website. I like doing that. I think it's more useful. Yeah, probably that.
Okay, so you moved from ACS to GIS, right? And we as IB students, we want to know what do you think is the biggest advantage of taking AP than IB?
AP, okay. So if I were to do it again, I would not take IB at all.
Okay.
Okay, because so I did a mix. At GIS, you can do a mix of IB and AP, and then whatever IB. So I took IB HL Business, and then I took Bio SL, and then I took one more IB, I forgot. But like the rest was AP. So when you move to uni, you can transfer your credits. So for example, AP, you get like at least 4 or like, I'm not sure what score actually. I think it's a 4. Then it will transfer your credits to uni, and then you can take less classes. Like your requirements are not as much anymore. And then for my IB, whatever SL I took, it wouldn't transfer. Or for example, I took business, it would only transfer to like certain classes, for example, electives. And then, yeah, it doesn't really do much.
Do you think like the subjects that you took affects you like right now?
In high school?
Maybe your like the APs.
Oh,
What did you take?
I took AP language, AB math, and what else did I take? Guys, this was kind of long ago. I don't remember. But AP, that's all I remember. I took like one more thing, but I kind of forgot. Yeah.
Oh, and besides that, you did IAS's tennis too.
Yeah, I did.
Which
I
is
also
really
tennis.
interesting. How was that?
It was fun. I think I would say that's the highlight of my of my high school experience. That's kind of partly why my parents moved me to GIS, so I can have like that sports experience, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so not only did you transfer in high school, but you also transferred from LMU to Babson. So why did you choose to transfer?
So in high school, I was only allowed to apply to Midwest schools. So I applied to like Madison, Wisconsin, which was actually where I was supposed to go. And then Bloomington, what else is there? UIUC, yeah, basically all Midwest schools. And then last minute, I wanted to get out of the cold because I didn't like the cold. So the only 2 schools that were open was LMU and USC. And then I decided to choose with the safer route. And then I got it. And then I begged my dad to let me go there. So then I went there. But then when COVID hit, my mom, for her birthday, actually, she asked me, can you apply to Babson? Or like, yeah, she wanted me to apply to Babson because it's an entrepreneurship school. And then since I was growing up, I did a lot of entrepreneurial things, I guess. And then I applied and I got in, and then that's it.
So was Babson the only school you applied to at that time? after
Yes,
LMU?
yeah. That was the only school I applied to.
And what do you think are the most helpful resources Babson gave to you?
So Babson, when you move freshman year, I didn't get to do it because I was a transfer, but when you move freshman year, there's a class called FME where you get grouped with other individuals and then you guys make your own business. So you kind of have like mentors. I mean, your teachers are going to help you through it all, but you have the whole year to make your own business. And then I know some students who actually grew their business from freshman year and then it's like successful now. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you didn't get to do that, but what type of business have you seen students start? It's like what industry?
In Babson. Okay, wait, this is not in Babson, but I know like one in LMU because
I mean, you can share that too.
okay, yeah. So the one in LMU that I knew grew like into a pretty big business was like this, like like a cocktail on the go. So they have it in like sachets, and then you can just add it to water, and then it becomes a cocktail. And then one of our classes, we had to sell it to like people, which I mean, I guess like marketing. But yeah, that was one of the things that grew pretty big.
Like you learned marketing skills.
Oh, like in that class.
What skills do you think you got from Babson?
Oh, the
So
skills
like
I got
you
from
tried
Babson.
marketing products, right?
Oh no, that was LMU.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
So what was different in Babson?
In Babson. So because it's a business school, everyone, I would say the people are the most different because everyone has, okay, not everyone, but a lot of people have their own businesses. So you kind of are just around the same type of people, I guess. Like, because I had, so during that time, I had a sneaker painting business, like a custom sneaker painting business. And then I got to talk to like some students who's selling like cookies on campus or they have their own clothing business. Yeah, so you're kind of going through the same thing and then you can relate to each other and ask for questions and stuff.
Okay, so let's move on to like, so you take business, right?
Yeah.
So let's move on to more specific questions. Do you think there are any misconceptions about business, like your major in Babson? And
Yeah.
if there are any, like, do you want to clear that up?
Misconceptions, honestly, guys, I think it's pretty like straight on. I mean, okay, the common what's the word? Like, wait, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, what people think about business is that it's like the easier major.
Yeah.
The stereotype, yeah, it's the easier major, which honestly, guys, like, it's very chill. Okay, also depends which type of business you're taking. I think if you do like finance or like business analytics, maybe it's more, more harder. But I did entrepreneurship, so it's like, yeah. I mean, I'd say my classes that were harder were more on the finance side or like coding.
But you still have like a lot of free time to go beside that.
I'd say you have a balance. It's definitely not as stressful as in high school because, I mean, I think in high school you're trying to get into your uni, and then in uni it's like
Applications and
yeah, probably you're just worried about your job, but that's more on experiences and not like too much on the grade.
So like speaking of free time, what do you like to do in your free time, especially like back in your uni days?
In my uni days, so we traveled a lot. I mean, the last semester I got a car. So on my free time, on every Thursday, I end school before 12 and then I would just drive to a random like little town by myself and then I'd explore like the area. But you definitely don't need a car. Like I just got a car because I knew I was gonna work there. So that's why I thought I would need it instead of Ubering every day.
Oh, so you worked there for a while before coming back to Indonesia?
I did.
Oh, for how long?
Like 4 months. Okay, it's because I went home. So I worked at Saks Fifth Avenue. I don't know if you guys know. It's like the clothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it has
yeah.
like a lot of brands, and
Yeah.
I think I asked my mom once to buy me something from
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's Saks Fifth Avenue. So they have like a styling club, which I didn't know they had. And then they were looking for assistants for the stylist. And then I became the assistant for a
Do
bit.
you think you
Yeah.
did a good job?
I think so, but I think that the growth is also very like it will plateau. Like there's only so much you can learn. But I went home because of personal reasons, not because of the job itself. Yeah.
Yeah. So, were you always into fashion? Because I know that now you have your own jewelry business.
Yeah.
So, what do you think started that?
So I actually have eczema prone skin. I have very sensitive skin. And when I was in high school, I tried to find a lot of jewelry, but then they wouldn't really match with my skin type. Like, for example, it would get itchy or it would go green. And then I was tired of buying things that I wouldn't end up using. And in high school, I had my own thrift shop. So I did a bit with fashion, but the inventory would take up so much space, and you have to wash it, you have to photo shoots. I wanted something easier and would take up less space, and so I put everything together and I thought about jewelry. Honestly, to help because I think there's not a lot of jewelry stores that would cater to hypoallergenic goods.
Yeah, maybe like soft promo.
Promo. Don't look at my nails though. Yeah.
So, how do you think taking business has helped you in like your business now?
Like business major?
Yeah, taking business as a major.
Um, it's definitely, I'd say the most useful thing is that it sparks ideas. I'm pretty sure I got this jewelry idea like in class. Okay, I was like on my laptop, but it gets it going. I was in entrepreneurship class. It's a 3-hour class. You're probably gonna do something else, and that's what I ended up doing. I was just writing my little business idea. Yeah.
Do you design your own jewelry or?
So I tried. So when I first started, I tried designing my own, and then the process is very long, and it's very expensive actually. The sampling, but you probably have to go through like 3 rounds of sampling, stuff like that, and then the lead time is just way too long. So I decided to do bulk orders instead, like white labeling. Yeah. So I don't design anywhere.
What's white labeling?
White labeling is you find suppliers who will manufacture a design for you, and then you do the marketing part and then the packaging part. Yeah, basically that.
So, do you have any advices for people who want to start their own business?
Yeah, actually, don't think too much, especially when you're young. You have so much no, not free. Well, you have so much safety net. You don't have, you don't need to have you don't need to pay for your own place. I'm assuming things like that. And you're still young. It's okay to make mistakes now because if not now, then when? So a lot of a lot of people I know would say they're scared of starting a business because of all the risk and things like that. And then they end up worrying too much and they never start it. And that's probably like the biggest thing stopping their business. Yeah. So I'd say just start now.
Do you think you have any like regrets? Anything you did and in the future, like, oh, I wish I did not do that.
I wish I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
maybe regarding your business.
Um, I think I probably so when I had the custom sneaker business, I had a partner and then we employed several people. I think it was like 8 people at one point, maybe 11 people, I think. So we hired artists, and that was my first time actually handling employees. I feel like the only regret I have is maybe um, being a better leader. I definitely think that was a learning process, and if I look back now, there's a lot of things that I could have done differently. So that's the only thing I regret. Yeah.
wait, let's go back to, wait, you did ISS tennis, right?
Yeah.
Are you considering on making a business for tennis?
No, that
No?
is not something. I don't like tennis,
You
actually.
don't?
I don't like tennis.
Okay. Well,
Wait, why
okay.
not?
Because, so since I was small, I was just forced to do tennis. It was a family sport. My brother loves tennis. So he did it, and then I kind of had to do it too. But my whole family does it. But when I moved to GIS, I definitely loved it more because it was the aspect of like team sports. Well, it's not really team sports, but I asked us to travel with a team and stuff like that. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went to Bangkok, Manila, Malaysia. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so, but, okay, you're not interested in tennis. What sports are you doing right now?
I'm doing paddle.
Oh, okay. So, what about, wait, do you like it?
I do like it. This is the first sport that I actually like.
Do you think you're gonna start a business based on paddle?
No. I don't think I would do like sports related business unless, well, the way I wanted to relate my jewelry business to sports is like I like to do um like I want to do kite surfing one day. I just went bungee jumping. We went snowboarding. So things like that, like adventurous things. I think our jewelry is very, you don't need to be too fragile with it. And then one of the marketing ideas was that I wanted like athletes to wear our products and then use them for like snorkeling or wait, not snorkeling. I don't think athletes use it for snorkeling, but you know, skiing or things like that. And then your jewelry's fine. Yeah, that's probably the only way I'd relate it to sports.
Okay, wait, I might be wrong, but I thought paddling was similar to tennis.
It is similar to tennis.
So how come you like paddling?
Because
and
I don't
tennis?
have to run that much. Or if I do run, it's like very short distance. And then it's more of a team sport, which I like. I don't really like individual sports. I think it's very stressful. Because I played singles most of the time in tennis, so it's kind of lonely out there. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe speaking of interest, were you interested in any other majors besides business?
At the time, no. I was pretty sure I was gonna take business, and I was pretty sure I was gonna take entrepreneurship. I also took entrepreneurship in LMU, so I was pretty fixated on what I wanted to do. But if I were to go back, I'd probably do something more practical, like comp sci. Okay, I don't know if I would do comp sci, but you know, something skill set like that. Yeah.
So like, why business? And like, how are you so sure at such a young age?
Because when I was still, since I was small, I had multiple businesses that I just like to start from like baking. I had like a coffee scrub business, and then it went to thrift shop, and then custom sneaker store, and then now it's jewelry. So I've always had that kind of interest, and then that's why my parents wanted me to apply to Babson, and my friends who were there at that time, I asked them about it and they all loved it. So yeah, that's why it interested me. Yeah.
So like, maybe besides your jewelry business, which business was your favorite?
My jewelry business right now. Yeah.
Besides?
Besides that,
Uh-huh.
so the sneaker business is the only one where I had like a partner and employees, things like that. But dealing with art, it can get kind of complicated. Dealing with, so we were the middlemen between artists and customers. I used to do the painting by myself, but then once it grew, I couldn't paint everything. So then I was more of the um, safety net, I guess. Like if the artist couldn't do it, then it would be sent to me, and then I kind of just guided them through it all. But yeah, that was a lot of confusion and issues with, for example, design copyrights, or if a customer wants this particular design and then it's made by another artist, but we didn't know, then there was like an issue there where the artist, the original artist, like contacted us and complained that we took their design, which, yeah, it was a learning process for.
How did it feel like when the artist?
It felt bad. I felt so bad. It's kind of difficult to find the original artist, especially if the design is already on Pinterest. It gets shared multiple times, and then you kind of don't know which one is the original artist. But yeah, it's more of sometimes you have to decline the customers if you can't find the original artist, and then yeah, sometimes they won't even let you paint it.
Oh yeah. Does that happen like often?
It happened a few times, not too often, but every time it happens, I remember all of it.
Yeah, that must have been like really like. Okay, so your your business was like, so first it was bakery, and then it was like custom sneakers and then jewelry. So you like artsy stuff.
I do like artsy stuff, actually, yeah.
Did you enjoy it like when you were little?
I like doing it as a hobby, but once it became a business, I started to like it a bit less. I think I started to understand which one I should keep as a hobby and which one I should keep as business, just so you don't tire yourself out.
Okay. So, based on my personal experience, I know a lot of my friends want to take business, and a lot of like high schoolers are interested in taking business. So, what advice do you have to people that are planning to take business as their major?
Oh. um, what advice would I give?
Any words of advice?
Just general business?
Yeah, like majoring in business, or maybe like choosing their specifics in business. Sorry, I don't really know
Oh,
much about business.
wait, can you repeat the question again?
So like a lot of people I know are interested in taking business as a major in uni. So what words of advice do you have for them?
Honestly, I think when you're in high school, you kind of have a feeling of what you want to take, but I know a few people who went into uni and then they completely switched majors. So if you're planning to take business, then don't be too worried about it. It's a pretty, okay, me speaking from entrepreneurship, which is like the stereotype is like very, you know what I mean, which I understand. But if you're taking finance, things like that, if it's your passion, then go for it. If you're doing it because you know that will benefit your work later on, then that's good. But if you're still confused about which major to take, it's okay. I literally chose my major like my senior year. Yeah, my specific concentration though. I was already stuck with business when I moved to Babson. Yeah, but don't worry too much on that.
So even though you know you wanted to do business early on, do you maybe have advice for people who have no idea what they want to do?
Don't worry too much because you know why in freshman year you're literally not taking your major classes, which I think would make you venture out to like other aspects that you never even considered. For LMU, they make you take philosophy, which is, oh my god, I am not a philosophy girl. But you know, you learn a lot of stuff. It opens your eyes to. And then I took like theology. I think that was a requirement in LMU. Um,
Sorry, what?
Theology.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Like you learn about religion,
Oh.
cultures, and things like that. Yeah. It's very literature heavy. Um, but don't worry too much. You can still change it if you want. Probably till like junior year. Maybe like second semester of junior year. It's like 2.5 years. So you're fine. You know, don't worry too much. Probably the biggest advice I can give. Have fun. Because college is probably going to be one of the peak of your life. So don't stress on studying too much. I mean, it's good to study, but also
Do you wanna describe your life right now in 3 words?
My life right now?
Yeah.
Motivated. A little, okay, this like in business or like in my general life?
Up to you. I think try business.
Business? Lonely is something that, because I'm by myself doing this thing. I don't have a partner, so sometimes it can get lonely. I'm mostly at home in my little home office. I'm speaking to people, but I'm not like interacting with them in person. So that's one of the things. But two, I'm motivated. There's a lot of goals that I want to achieve this year. And then third, for my business, I'm very hopeful of things that went out that didn't seem right at the time, but I'm hopeful that it will lead to something better. Yeah. Because last year was not it, guys.
Okay, so I guess this is it. Thank you so much, Angels, for coming.
Thank you
on
so
our
much for having
podcast.
me.
Hope you had fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
So this is it, guys. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at Resume Your Future, and also watch our upcoming podcast coming soon. Don't forget to wait for that, and also check out our website at www.resumeyourfuture.com. And maybe your jewelry you wanna.
Oh, louisejewelry.co.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
Thank you.